I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Prescott looks to throw right away. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott being chased out left. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Cowboys at 10-2 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First down, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
You can script to diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Corral's throw caught by Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Corral. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Corral rolling to his right. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Corral will throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Third down, Corral. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Prescott off play action. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47. Hey, 47.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Prescott to throw on fourth. And Thomas has it. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they get the conversion on a gain of 14. Prescott now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. And nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Prescott throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. There's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Final play of the half. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Corral looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Kill. We're going 47. Hey, 47. We're going to 54. Right.
Play action now, Prescott. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have come back to make it a 2-point game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Again, it's Taylor.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Play action here, Corral. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. Man open. It's Toney. He's got it. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints 35, Cowboys 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Prescott to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On play action, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mark Andrews, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Corral, and that'll be caught by Tony. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 75 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run once more with Taylor.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Running left, Taylor.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a give to Taylor. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth down, Corral looking to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Dak. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Dak. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.